Hello everybody, and welcome to the new year. As we enter year 2023, we might start thinking about what we'd like to change or modify about our CAF programs to fit our needs, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm a big fan of the author and podcaster Kendra Adachi and her podcast called The Lazy Genius. Now I know the term lazy has a negative connotation, but her general philosophy is to be a genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't. And if we think about our CAF operation critically, this is true. There are going to be things that matter for our CAF program, and for whatever reason, there are going to be other things that just don't take a priority right now. So we're going to walk through an exercise from Kendra Adachi's podcast today to think about how we're going to plan for the new year. This exercise has 5 steps: prioritize, essentialize, organize, personalize, and systemize. Step 1 is prioritize. Name what matters the most to you. There's a lot of things that can matter, right? Low levels of mortality and morbidity, a high-quality colostrum program, or really high rates of average daily gain are just a few things that can matter. So now we're going to take a pause here so you can think about what matters most for you. If you're having a hard time thinking of what this might be, a great way to start is brainstorming a list of everything that could matter and narrowing it down from there. I'm going to share a list on this next slide here that starts that brainstorming list. The key here is that many things can matter to you, but we need to pick out the one that matters the most. Let's take a look at that list. All right, so we've taken a look at the list and we've picked one thing that matters most. For the sake of this exercise, I'm going to pick a quick calf care program. Maybe I'm a mom with young kids at home that needs to get back to feed them, or they're in sports. Or maybe I have a calf team that really values efficiency. Whatever the reason, a quick calf care program is what matters most to me. You might think that a quick calf care program is crazy, and that's the beauty of this system, is there can be different things that matter to each of us. As long as we align our goals with those values, that's all that matters. Okay, so we've prioritized what matters most for us. Now we're going to dive into step 2, essentialize. Get rid of what's in the way. Spend some time thinking about what's getting in the way of your number 1 priority. For the sake of the exercise of a quick calf care program, maybe it's a disorganized milk pasteurizing station. Maybe it's that our calves are really far away from our milk house. Or perhaps we're having a hard time staying organized in how we manage our supplemental calf care. Who's going to treat our calves? When is that going to happen? Things like that. This leads well into step 3, organize. Put everything in its place. Find a way to organize those things that are getting in the way. So in the case of our quick calf care program, let's take a look at things that this farm is doing in order to have an efficient calf care team. They've organized their pasteurization area so that it's easy to move milk from their batch pasteurizer into their milk taxi. They have this milk taxi as well as a neat wagon system in order to make that move from the milk house to the calves as easy and quick as possible. And finally, this calf team has established a calf care protocol over many years of trial and error that establishes one person as the main bucket feeder and the other as the main bottle feeder, who will then follow up with caring for that supplemental calf care program. Our next step is to personalize. Now, this one seems a little bit silly, but we are more likely to complete tasks if we feel more like ourselves while doing it. So think about what that might mean for you. Maybe you're a type A person who needs to print out and laminate all of your protocols. Maybe you're a big sports fan, and personalizing some of your milk bottles with green and gold coloring might be the way to go. Find a way to fit your personality here. And finally, we reach step 5, systemize. Stay in the flow. Think about what might keep you from maintaining the system over the long term. Maybe you need to have conversations with your calf team over how to set up the best protocols. Maybe you need to set a reminder for yourself in your phone, or to set up a calendar with schedules to reorder supplies, or to set a time aside to reorganize your systems. In summary, let's be genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't. If we can prioritize, essentialize, organize, Personalize, and Systemize our calf care program, we may be able to enter the new year with a clear goal in mind of how to make our calf program what matters the most for us. On behalf of the Vita Plus Calf team, we wish you a safe and prosperous new year.